sure to know that the value of use applies to the value of using your mind and exponentially growing your best ideas. People experience education in several ways. There is education from personal experiences, visual and audio knowledge, textbook knowledge, and credits from a school. Some people may have credits and need more wisdom to go with it, and some without college credits have the wisdom of multiple counselors. People may have the trifecta of personal and professional experience, wisdom, college credits, and knowledge, but all that better be combined with some ambition too. When you find someone in a profession or industry who can instruct you about their services and explain their product knowledge like a teacher, you have probably found somebody that's outstanding in their field. Education is like the growth of bamboo. Bamboo will appear to grow very, very slowly for 4 to 7 years, and then all of a sudden it grows so fast bamboo forests are filled with the cracking sounds of the growth. A person will study from 4 to 7 years during their degree seeking or accumulating learning in a profession with on-the-job experience. There is no better way to take the delay and make it pay than to smarten yourselves up during periods of low employment. For example, if you are used to operating a trade, take the downtime to learn to operate your own business based on the use and application of that trade. Regardless of how much time anyone has spent in classrooms, the school of learning from our experiences is always in session. Gaining knowledge is a lifelong process, and any type of education you have helps you make wise decisions for the future. All the good teachers are teachable. Let the geniuses be released. Let the geniuses be released. Philanthropos with educated habits, let the geniuses be released. As I stated earlier, philanthropos is a state of well-educated habits stemming from the love of humanity. How do you reach Kaizen philanthropos, the continuous improvement of your education? Invest in your mind. Take a good portion of the money that you earn and spend it on your head. Just about any financial planner can teach you about compounding or doubling your money from reinvestment, but how many people think of the time it takes to double your skills or your intelligence? You may use your computer more than your bookcase, and if so, it might be time to go to the Merriam-Webster website, m-w.com, and pick up a software dictionary for your computer or phone. Often you will find that there is a time value of information in any given field, topic, or occupation. Trade journals, books, and magazines regarding your topics of interest are always good investments. Your mind is something you always carry with you in this life, and it is important that you feed it daily with good quality information. Most online auctions are filled with important textbooks, reference books, professional guides, scientific books, educational DVDs on every topic, so that you can multiply your skills. I have found important publications relevant to real estate and contract law, originally selling for hundreds of dollars, that I've purchased on online auctions like eBay for 5% of the original asking price. Knowledge overcomes fear. Action overcomes fear. The price of information has a cycle as well. There is a value of use with information. Now, I know that just about everybody has a story, but I want to talk to you about possibility stories. Possibility stories are stories that concern how people did things right, how people succeeded. It might be time for that subscription to that magazine that publishes success stories. Read about, learn about, and celebrate the stories about the success of others. And if your business is in a holding pattern, remember the transactions that were right. Write them down on paper and remember them. What was special about that deal or those times? Those memories of greater good are in the corner of your mind. Remember the deals, the processes, the negotiations, the inspiration, and the emotional catharsis of good events, graduations, the times you learned to tie your shoes, the business deal that helped you provide for your family events that improved your quality of life. Remember that you are a person of infinite value. Make sure that everything you read, watch, or study increases your knowledge and productive benefits. Let go of the stories involving people who attempted to earn money illegally or corruptively. Don't get lost in countless stories of corruption that give good people bad ideas. Identify and maximize that portion of your life that creates value as a good and service for others. Follow your bliss in the place that you are wired for. If you are feeling uncertainty in your career path, if you constantly find yourself in jobs you are well overqualified for, you will have to spend some time to understand what you are wired to do. If you felt hindered in the career that you wanted to be in, but find a psychological block to furthering your education in that field, if you are considering a second career or planning your first career, take a job aptitude test. The test usually gives you a list to choose from the things you prefer doing, and questions that let you apply your current knowledge. Use the keywords job aptitude in any online bookstore search engine, and you will find a number of books to indicate what career you are inclined to. And test your own job aptitude for under $10. You can have it delivered to your door. That skill you have an aptitude for can build into entrepreneurship in an organization that you own and administrate. And the next step following the principles of Philanthropos is this. After you have tested your own job aptitude, share the aptitude test with your friends or acquaintances who need career guidance, who will take the test and keep the cycle rolling. The type of books I could recommend to you would be authors in the line of work you would most be interested in, and you would need to choose those for yourself. My library contains books by authors who have inspired me in the past. Think and Grow Rich has inspired me, written 8 years into the Great Depression. The works of Napoleon Hill have lifted several people to new success. Norman Vincent Peale is one of my favorite authors. The Power of Positive Thinking is a classic. I have personally handed out hundreds of copies of this book. I like the booklet Acres of Diamonds by Russell Conwell, As a Man Thinketh by James Allen, all of which guide the way to greater personal ambition. Some of these books and booklets are easy to give to friends and associates that need more than just a cup of ambition. 100 years ago, my great-grandfather studied and practiced law, and he was self-educated. Many of the professionals, including lawyers at that time, were self-educated. Now, which is better, the credits or the education that becomes applied knowledge? The best answer would be both. What if I were to tell you that you can get a Harvard education for $200? It's a trade-off. You can learn from the knowledge of the professors, but you won't get credits for it. $200 can get you 5 reasonable books from Harvard Business Press and the Harvard Project on Negotiation. Their books are also available in audio format. MIT, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, puts their classes on YouTube. Stanford School of Business did the same, and they put several interviews with CEOs and business leaders on the multimedia channel. Remember that you are a person of infinite value. If you are already enrolled in similar classes, you can reinforce your knowledge of subjects from teachers of the subjects online and get a forward start. Invest in your mind and increase your intellectual capital. I personally like the biographies of successful people and organizations. My DVD library includes biographies of business leaders. I have purchased the video biographies of Milton Hershey, Bill Gates, Sam Walton, the Tiffanys, Trump, Richard Branson, and more. Video biographies of admirable public figures are easily available on DVD rental services as well. Some very good business interviews are available on Hulu.com with documentaries from CNBC. They also have great programming from and on Bloomberg.com. Beyond the Boardroom by Jonathan Tisch consists of 20 videos of some of the best business and improvement journalism available. Guard your head. Be smart and selective about the information and media you expose yourself to. Turning your dreams into a reality is easier without negative news hitting you every day. Do not measure economics by the way that it is fed to you on the news. Historically, the newscast is set up where they tell you what the government did that affected the economy. I will go back to my quote from Milton Friedman. The economy grows by its own internal development. Friends, it's the entrepreneurs that are in control and running the economy. Don't pick through other people's economic forecasts and interpret that as a reason to dull your own personal endeavors. Consider very much that you are in the school of lifetime learning 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.